Mayamba Kurumjari Adam Yangbiribasi Impact Talk to Manipur ni ngasi aina unazagadawribasi Japan da based toba PwC company da Senior Manager Human Resource ki thabak hojik thopubiriba ming oina panjarabada Rajesh Prasad amadi mahaki loinabi Kayo Shiozaki gani. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name in a wrong way. I'm so sorry. Sir Amadi Mambu Taram Okchari. Sir Ahan Bamaktada Equigi program se Yawina Bagida Makta, Lengbirak Pase Sikita Makta, Yamna Tagachari. Sir the Ahan Bahang Zaning question say, Sir say Manipur the Guinea, Bishnupur the Guinea, Aduga Karamna, Japan Yorokige Haibagi, Wari Selak Tringada, study background Kara Haitareko. Karam mafamda karamba college da study tawrai schooling na kadai da tawi aduga parents na hauji kadai da lei haibagi matang da telap na haibiyo
ai se Bishnupur dai walkibni Bishnupur da angang ai sahi mari mung lairami aduga Imphal da tame ai se Tiny Tot Unique School haiwa dulalen si mafam si da koi tame adu school se lower matung da ai Bombay da hapet Tamge na chakhui adu tambase phasana ngam gidana khoi je 10+2 say Surchan secondary higher secondary schools ida tamgi thereafter I went to Madras Christian College to do my undergraduate aina tamning ba subject to tamba phangau gide science da yam tamning gimni but to get into Madras Christian College I had to get a very good grade and I didn't have that much of grade. So adu the queen agi professor am lagi Gabriel hano mana on the high gives I use it bo yam I really appreciate the way that he tell me. He said like just take whatever is given to you. Don't look back. Work on it and you will excel. The subject that I did was philosophy. Nothing related to my 10+2 subject. I was very good in science. I was very good in calculus. I was very good in maths. But the subject that I did was philosophy. I wanted to study in Madras Christian College and the subject was given philosophy. I did it. While I was studying philosophy, I also took psychology. And when I graduated from Madras Christian College, I was the topmost person.
Okay.
So I never looked back. And I was so proud that whatever my professor Gabriel told me, I achieved it actually.
Yes.
And then while I was doing my undergraduate, I wrote an exam for JNU. And that so happened because one of my friends, he said like, hey, he is writing an exam for JNU. There's an extra form. Do you want to write it? That time I remember one thing about my eldest brother. He inspired me actually to study a lot. I was very much into gymnastics. For me, when I was in childhood, I was only doing sports. Like Yangbam Lakaida is a gymnastic, so tamki. But at class 9 or class 8 somewhere, I got an article sold by my brother, and that was an article about Tamunabukiswa, about getting him an IAS officer rank. And he said to me, Rajesh, one day you need to crack IAS. So that reminded me, yes, if I can go to JNU, maybe I can start practicing on my civil service exam. So I wrote the exam. Luckily again, I was the number 2 all over the world, all over the India, because it's a competitive exam.
Yes.
But it was so interesting that I didn't want to go to JNU. I wanted to continue study in Madras Christian College in public administration because I wanted to do human resource job. And the reason I wanted to do human resource job is because I did a part-time job while I was doing my undergraduate. There's an amusement park in Chennai called Kinskinta. And I was working there as a part-time for human resources. And after undergraduate, I wanted to work as a human resource. So I didn't get but I got admission in public administration in Madras Christian College. At the same time, I also got admission in JNU. So my principal, Madras Christian College principal, he shows me like, hey, your name is there on the paper. You must study in JNU. JNU is one of the best premier university. So I went there. I did my master in sociology.
Okay.
That's where I met Kayo, because she was my classmate. She was very skinny at that time.
Still she is, and she looks beautiful.
So we were classmates, and so I did my sociology. While I was doing my sociology, I thought like sociology is not enough for me to enter into a human resource world. And that time, believe me or not, thabak phang basi yam waki. Thabak se tananeba. Hapta khuding se thabak tananeba. Hapta khuding natra ko paper yenga thabak kai legi se tam tanan sum pang phangi deba thabak se. I was an undergraduate. I had experiences in a part-time job for HR. I thabak se sum pang phangi deba.
The sir no hojik swaidena ko. Sir na thabak tanai phangde ko. Since from childhood, sir na khanjaba pose somewhere dejected oiba sir gi thamoida ko. You were interested in gymnastic, but you left. Adu masu chatkre. Then you wanted to study in science. That also gone. Philosophy lore. Then psychology. Then sociology. But thamoina paamiba subject or anything do nakanda thamaga sir da lakpa opportunity di aphabadi tum lakpa mayam da di phangna banate but sir da di phangiba opportunity to sum laura lakpa duna somewhere sir gi apamba di nakanda leiba se sir gi manung da gi inner happiness hai tare ko nungai bedo adu phangna ba hotna bada akhoi khatang di effort ti thada ba changi ko adumaina akhoi gi Manipur da su mi mayam leiba tawningba tawba phangdaba thabak phangdaba gi mayam se tension, stress, frustrated oirakpa life sida sugumba mayam sidagi kamaina come over tawgani haibedo sir na karamna tawgi have the tips khara pipiragadi nungai gani
adu nang your question is amazing, because at where I am at the moment, and when I connect the whole thing, the life is the most beautiful life that I have had gone through, and I really rejoice that life, because what I am at the moment is actually what I am. What I'm very good at. I'm very good at talking to people. I'm very good at, inviting people. I'm very good in managing people. I'm very good in, selecting people. I'm very good in doing, people mobility across the world. And I was good when I was doing gymnastics. I was very good in talking. I was good when I was in the university, talking to people and helping them, guiding them, and trying to understand who they are, what they do. I had a habit of looking at people and trying to play that what kind of person he or she is, what do they do. That was my habit. It's some people think like I'm crazy, but I would just sit down and say like, hey, this girl or that guy, they are different. But that was it was built in me. So, of course, I didn't get through science. I left gymnastics. But at the end, I became what I was good at.
Yes.
At the end, I achieved to get into HR world. Now, that story is again very interesting. I went and did master in sociology. Master lower matung dasu ay thabak phangide. Master lower matung da civil service try togi. First exam I cleared togi. Second exam I could not clear. Then I thought, okay, I need to do something. I can't sit in ideal. So I continued to study in MPhil. And when I did MPhil, Master of Philosophy, I chose Japan as a location. And Japan also I choose because I am from Bishnupur, Moirang, Bishnupur, a historical relationship about Japan. I angang oing da ise hapet akogi second hand t-shirt akoi Manipur da phangina dukan da second hand t-shirt ai ngondam leme aduga It's a football game. It's called Japan. Ado angang wani mi mi amna nang si Japanese ni ko kana adam kauneba. And again, it was all written. It's all written. You know, like I went to MPhil. I chose to study Japanese, and again at that time I really did very well. Very well in the sense my paper was recommended by my professor to the Mombuka Gakusho, which is a Japanese, education government. And also my paper was recommended to the India HRD. So that paper got recommended, and I was given a scholarship to study. The paper that I wrote is what I really wanted to do, is about HR. And I completely changed the whole thing. People talk about the human resource management, but I said like woman resource management. That was my thesis. And I wrote a paper about Japanese resources management, especially about the woman. And that paper got selected by both the government of Japan and India, and they agree for me to get a scholarship to study in Japan. So to answer your question, sometimes yes, aina pam gi pod phangi de adu yam persistent oi gimni na isa adum continuity ama lai gimni na ai gi focus se adum lai gi ba mang gi de ba aina tamning ba do adum tam gi ba adum chakhi ba email lower matung do thabak phangdre na haraga adum lai gradi ko kanaroi MA se thabak lower ga thabak phangde na adum continuity MPhil tawgi ge MPhil se lower matung do PhD tawning e but I still try to get into where I focused it. Can I get a job in the HR? Yes. But when I got my scholarship from the Japanese government, I went to one of the prestigious university called Waseda University. And they were asking me, what do you want to study? And I said, okay, I want to do MBA. And the reason I want to do MBA is because I was also looking to do MBA in the New York University. The New York University, they were ready to give me a admission, but there was no scholarship. So New York, the ina tamning himna ina SBI se at that time I was trying to get a loan, and SBI is on the loan pigide. SBI loan pigide, but I had admissions in the New York University. On the other hand, I had a scholarship given by the Japanese government, recommended by the Indian government. It was an easy choice for me to go there.
So it was an easy process for you, and fortunately you met her, and she's also from Japan. So next question I would like to come to ma'am. Ma'am, welcome to Manipur, and how are you? Do you like Manipur? How is everyone out here?
Yes, I like Manipur very much.
Okay.
I feel some kind of similarity between Japan and Manipur.
Like
scenery, people's face.
Okay.
And people are kind here.
Okay. And what are the food that you liked about our Meitei food, especially the traditional food? What do you like?
What was that? Green peas.
Uti.
Uti, yes.
Okay, so everybody, I mean almost everybody like uti. And so you got married with sir, and he also told me that you met in the same college and you studied together. But how did you fall in love with a person out from your country, and that is also from Manipur? Because some people, Indian, they don't know who Manipuris are. But you recognize us, and you recognized him, you trusted him so much, and you got married with him. So what made you believe in him? What made you trust him?
He was a good person.
Like
he loved me, and he not only to me, he was very kind to everyone. Okay. He was caring. It was his good character.
Okay. So in the same university you studied, there were other guys, other men who are like more handsome, more good looking, or maybe they might have more good personalities, but then what you saw in him, okay, he is good, he's still good, he's caring, but some qualities must be there which made him so different from other people and made you got married with him. So I want to know one quality, like nice and caring is okay, but what quality, because you got married with him for so long, so you must be knowing, you know, in and out about him. So is it difficult for you to think?
Since we are from Japan, I have so many Manipuri friends. Maybe we have kind of similarities, or easier to become friends, and he was one of them.
And do you like our Manipuri attire, the dress I'm wearing today, fanek?
I like.
So next time we would like to see you wearing fanek and fee, and you will look like, you know, pure Manipuri Maitai woman, not like Japanese, because we look alike. So ma'am, as you said, as sir said, your job profile and his job profile is so different, like totally contrast. You are translator and he is a human resource manager. So how do you deal with it? I mean, when we work in different fields, sometimes we find it difficult to find out time for each other and discuss about the same topic, you know, and go here and there. So we find lot of difficulties there. How do you manage?
Actually, I translate Indian news, Indian English news to Japanese.
Okay.
So I need Indian knowledge.
Okay.
Whenever I have a problem, I ask him. So he's helping me.
Okay. So for sir and for ma'am, it's what to say? I want to use a word, but it's not coming. But for sir and for ma'am, it's a super dhamaka surprise kind of life gift, because what you need he is giving you, and what sir needs you are giving him. So what else we need in a married life? Husband and wife, when we help each other a lot, that's how we make a happy family, right? So it's really nice to talking to you and sir. In between, I would like to take a short break. Keep watching Talk to Manipur. mayam pamuka na taram no okchari adom yangbiri base impact Talk to Manipur ni ngasi aina unazariba asi Japan da best oba PCW da Senior Manager Human Resource ki thopubiriba mingoina panjarabada Rajesh Prasad amadi mahaki loinabi Madam Kayo gani amuka hanna sir amadi Madam taram no okchari sir break ki mamangda nungai ba wari me am sanakre Madam ka suka adom mathang da aina khangjaning base sir na Japan da chatle scholarship phange aduga khara process se laikre kaigino di sir na consistently hard work tugi fruit neba phangi se aduduna sir da line thoki base hauzik satra oiriba, maybe so many students they might find it difficult to find out how to go there. Japan da chalaga kamaina lairik tam sige kamaina thabak tok sige haibagi matang se visa dagi hauraga or kamaina chatkani panthung pam se kanada contact tawgani sigi mi sida sumaina sigi firm sida chataragadi nangonda asengba guideline ama pibirakani asengma mafam do yogani haibagi tips sing do adu khatang haibiyo.
So to go to Japan is probably one of the most easiest than going to the US or to the UK. But it's also probably one of the most difficult country to go. So if you do not speak Japanese, it's nearly impossible to go to Japan. Now, having said that, I also said it's easy because I didn't speak Japanese at all.
Yes.
I Japan learn so talk ide Japan I studied Japanese studies. It's all about economics. It's all about politics. It's all about the area international studies. Japan is ning taradi akoigi students, if there are any students who really want to study about Japan or want to work in Japan, then number one, start with Japanese language. So if you are 10+2, then maybe you should try to get into Delhi University or Jawaharlal Nehru University, where there's a language undergraduate course. You can choose Japanese language. By the time you finish 3 years, I can 100% assure you, you speak 50% of the Japanese language. But same time, you should also try to specialize. Language is not everything, because you'll become a translator. But if you really want to get into a special field and you want to do it, then you need to combine. So 3 years undergraduate into the language is great, but you can also do lots of like data analytics courses. You can start with Excel. You can go to macros. You can go to pivot. You can do Tableau. You can do RPA, robot processes automations. You can do even AI courses, because 3 years, do not waste your time. I never wasted my time, but I had really lots of fun in the university, right, Kayo? We had lots of fun, but we were very different. We study hard, but we also played very hard. So we really balanced it. We never lost the focus. So if there's a student who really wants to go to Japan to study, it's very easy. Study the language program, and there are scholarship available. First thing first, go to the embassy website. There are scholarship forms. During July or June or July, if you go to the embassy, they will start publishing about the scholarship. That's one channel. I'm on Facebook. Anyone who are interested in coming to Japan, I mean, to study in Japan, please contact me. That could be second channel. Third channel is there is a Manipuri network we call KEN, Knowledge Exchange Network. Is the Manipuri who are living outside India, and I'm a member of that. It's a very strong community of 10 to 15 people. We have built a KEN website, and you can go to that website. Actually, you can find all the scholarship details of every country. It has just been launched, just 2 months before it has been launched. So if there's a student who really want to go outside, not necessarily on Japan, but other country, you can find all these scholarship details over there. Now to come to Japan, if you really want to go there, start with the language, but just don't be focused on the language. Do other activities like I did. I did master, but I also did personal management and industrial relationship, because I was interested in HR, right? And then I also did lots of computer courses that is helping me. The reason I ask you to study the Excel, the RPA, the AI, the whole data analytics, being as a HR professional that is working for the PwC, which is one of the best company on the earth, we can predict what the world will look like in another 20, 30 years. The world of BPO at the moment, which is completely matured, the world of the KPO is already maturing it. We're entering to a different world. We're entering to a world called data analytics. To get involved in the data analytics, you have to start from somewhere. So if you are a 10 student at the moment, if you are 10+2 student at the moment, start learning your Excel. Don't waste your time. Start Excel.
So according to sir, yamna kanaraba tips mayam haibiri ahan bada Japan chaning taragadi Japan loan da hana focus tobiu. Then akoina college ka ba matam suma mangan bigano language kata tambanatana most of the time akoina English ta tamena additional English yam logale mayam se ko the additional English katang lobana tabida atopa chat ke haiba taragadi atopa leiriba mayam sisu tambiu plus tungda kana rakadaba courses leiriba mayam available oiriba mayam se sizinabiu tambiu aduga Japan da chaning taragadi sir da su contact obiba yare sir se ken gisu one of the member oire aduduna chaning ba tamningba thamoi seng lei taragadi sir da contact tobasu khwaidagi aphaba channel ama oigani na haibi bane sir na the sir na hojikta hai sir se human resource da adum hanadagi interest oiraga le aduna aina matang sida khangjaning se human resource hairiba thabak sigi job profile se what it is exactly, what you do for the company, or the kind of duty that you do, that you perform, what is it?
So let me give you a small knowledge about what is human resource development. Human resource development is a big field actually, and it starts with recruitment, it starts with staffing, and it starts with talent management. Then there is a back office called comp and benefit, compensations and benefit, a reward system where people, when they work hard, then you have to give them a bonus, right? So there is a team who is basically tracking what is their performance is and how to bonus them, right? And then there's a people who do the onboarding and exiting processes. This is a what you call a very overall view of the HR world. So if you are interested in recruiting, like interviewing people and recommending to the business the right person, that is a recruitment. If you're very good in that, yes. If you're very good in like data analytics, you know, like you're very good in numbers, and you can go to comp and benefit, compensation and benefit, where it's mainly about the salary, about the benefits, benefit about the pensions, about the reward systems. There's another field called talent management. Talent management, every companies, the big companies or even a small company these days, they start thinking, okay, I have recruited a person, how I see this person in 10 years, 20 years. So there is a division where they say like, okay, for a talent management, I see this person, he has performed very well, so the company should invest money on this person, so in future, he will become the leader, he will be running the business. So that's talent management. The job that I do is completely different. The job that I do is a global HR. It's a global HR. So, which means if a people want to come to Japan from the other network, it's my contact. So I will interview that person and I will recommend that person to my business. And the business will say like, okay, I'm interested in that person because he has all the skills and all the job profiles. Now, moving people is not easy. Moving people is very tough because there are relocations get involved. More to that, there's a worldwide tax get involved. So I am a team leader and I have a team who does all the logistic work. My job in the PwC is to talk to the business and create the global mobility business in a way saying like, okay, if you want to do a business to South Korea, then we need to send people over there. We need to send the right people over there. Then we should be able to double up or bring revenue. So we send people all over the world. So my team is involved sending people, receiving people.
Okay.
And believe me or not, actually, my overall human resource movements is about $30 million business. And they make lots of revenue.
Okay.
So it's a very big field actually, and it's a very specific job. So we call, in the HR, we are known as a specialist, called a global mobility specialist.
Okay. So, mainly when you said you recruit people, I remembered myself sitting for interview and the other people are taking interview. I used to think, what if I sit there and I take interview about them and ask question and all. It's quite interesting, the job profile, because we when we see it, when you said it looks like simple, but in reality when we do it, it takes lot of effort. You said 30 million people. That's
$30 million.
Dollars, yeah. Sorry, $30 million. It's
Business.
a huge number.
Yes.
So now that credit goes to you. So now, as we are talking about the job profile, now I want to come to ma'am. that you said you are a translator, you translate news to Indian news to Japanese.
Yes.
So somehow you are related to newsroom and the Indian news. How do you find, I mean, what kind of news most of the time when you translate, the kind of news that come to Japan, what kind of news it comes there? I mean, about sports or about the Jammu Kashmir killings and fights and stuff. So what kind of news most of the time you translate?
Our company supplies the news to the Japanese corporate, which has relation to India. They work in India. So mostly we translate automobiles, electronics,
Okay.
and also political news.
So which news do you find more interesting for you to translate? Because continuously when we translate news or when we make news, we are stick to some type of news that we feel so comfortable to just translate. Okay, this news I know, I'll just translate it. That kind. What kind of news do you find happy to translate or easy to translate, kind of?
Personally, I'm interested in politics, so I like translating political news.
Okay. So do you like Narendra Modi?
Yes, I like. He's a great leader of India.
Thank you so much. We had a good and happy conversation between sir and you, and Thagachari, you came here, you made our show complete, and it's a big opportunity for us to know a lot about the company and about the job profile, HR, what it does, and what a man, what it takes a man to go through the steps of life and how to reach there, and the ultimate goal, how to reach there. The best example, one of the, I won't say best because some other people might get angry. I would say one of the best example is you, sir, and thank you so much, ma'am. You came here, and I wish you all the best in the future as well. Ngasigi Impact Talk to Manipur da wari nungaiba myam sabikre mathangi hapta da so khani nungaiba personality myam puduna lakjage ngasigi oinadi mathang swai sida loisinjorage Impact Talk to Manipur bu mi engta duna lebi.